Music review, 1985's Love Not Money by Everything But the Girl. Let's have a look at some history first. Tracy Thorn and Ben Watt met at the University of Hull when they were studying, and both at that particular time had contracts as solo artists for the indie company Cherry Red Records. Following their meeting, they became romantically linked and they formed Everything But the Girl in 1982. But it was Watt who in 83 released his debut album after he'd released a 5-track EP. The name of the band, Everything But the Girl, was a slogan that they saw on a furniture shop window. Following the release in 1982 of their first single, Cole Porter's Night and Day, they released their debut album in 1984, Eden. Got to number 14 in the charts. It was very much a sort of mix of jazz and popular music. Sophisticated pop it was labelled, and artists such as Sade and Style Council were also put in this genre. Anyway, Thorn and Watt also guested on the Style Council's first album, Café Bleu. So this second album, Love Not Money, moved away a little bit from the jazz feel to more Latin styles with more traditional band arrangements. And I'm going to go through it track by track, as I always do. The opening salvo was When All's Well, jangling guitars and a very up-tempo and a love song that's really uplifting. It glides into the mix. To track 2 then, Ugly Little Dreams. It's a slow and deliberate tempo in contrast to the faster track 1. The harmony is lush and on top of the plodding drum beat. And there's a touch of banjo from a guest, Chris Thompson, that adds a little bit of texture. So to track 3, and this is one of my favourites, Shoot Me Down. There's some smoochy horns above a hypnotic beat with Tracy's use of vocals that grip you, the listener. Its slow, funky piano molds perfectly with the rhythm. And I love the impassioned voice of Tracy. The mix of horns, sometimes as rhythm and sometimes up front, is impressive. So to track 4, Trying to Be Funny. This is an up-tempo, pop-infested rhythmic track, a bit of a piece of fun, and it certainly makes a nod to the Style Council style. It floats through the speakers. Track 5 is Sean. This Ben Watt tells a tale of Ireland, and it starts off with a tin whistle, which sets the mood. It's a real feeling of being down at the docks in Belfast, and it's also very significant in terms of its reference to the troubles in Ulster at the time. It's melancholic and it has a tragic feel to it, and I really like it. Tracy's voice is like a plea to end all the violence. Track 6 is Ballad of the Times, and it opens up side 2 with chiming guitars over a solid bass drum beat. The song again refers to politics, and it's a real treat. To track 7 then, Anytown. Now, this was a minor hit single. It's got a really catchy rhythm guitar by Ben, and the chorus hooks you throughout. It goes on a little bit, however, but it definitely reflects the 50s. To track 8, This Love. This is one of my favourites. It's a lounge jazz ballad that illustrates how good Watt's arrangements are with the horns, and Tracy's vocal delivery on top of trumpet, flugelhorn and flute, plus the lead guitar, complement everything timelessly. A real peach. On to track 9, Trouble and Strife. This is a weak track by the other standards. Pretty MOR for Everything But the Girl, but pleasant enough. And then we reach the climax, track 10, the last song, Angel. It starts off with a Cure-like intro. Again, it has that smoochy feel, slightly quicker than Shoot Me Down, but as delectable. Tracy's vocals are acutely emotional, achingly so. And the instrumental outro has some nice piano with organ intertwined. So I really enjoyed their debut, but this album, with repeated listens, becomes a gem. Everything But the Girl are certainly a band that the more you hear, the more you love. So that's my review of Love Not Money.